Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw the visitor. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of this video, look in the description and you will see a timestamp that you can click on and it will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. So for now, I'm going to make a quick sketch for myself and then I will start on the Sharpie portion. But for now, I need to do this so I can make this. Because eventually you'll start to do it yourself. And you'll be able to draw this in any position you want. But for now, you guys are here to play along with me or follow my drawing. So I'm just going to do this real quick and try to keep it fun and loose. I'm trying to think of something fun for him to do. Kind of a cool action pose. Let's see. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I kind of see him as not a superhero, but it makes me think of that for some reason. I don't know. So I don't know. I just thought like a cool stance, and I kind of want one arm up to show off his little what do you call it? The little blade that's on his arm. That's what it is. That's the word I'm trying to come up with. Blade. Blade is the word I can't come up with. Today's word of the day that I can't think of. Blade. Okay. So I think that'll work. Let's see, for his arm, I just kind of do one of these and one of those. And I was going to have, I've already sketched the hand out wrong. So let me just redo that real fast. And there we go. Yeah. So let me just re-sketch it real fast into a different pose. And try to think of something fun, something different. It's kind of big. I tend to do that. I don't know why. That's going to be my lesson to learn over this school break. Just kidding, I'm not on school break. But I tend to go big with the hands. I'm doing it again. And I got to get out of that habit, because the hands versus the head, it looks way off, you know. So I got to practice that. Got to practice my hands, or my proportions, I guess is what I need to practice. Because I can draw hands. Well, I guess I can. I mean, I guess if I'm not doing it right, I guess I can't draw hands, huh? I can't boast that much. Well, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. How's that? So I know what I'm supposed to be drawing for hands. I'm just not getting it right. So that's what I need to practice. And that's good honesty with yourself. What you can and can't do, because that's how you learn, is by figuring out your strengths and weaknesses and work on them. Because we're not all strong, and not all of our strengths are strong. I mean, I know that's kind of an oxymoron, saying that strength is not strong, but everything could be refined. Muscles can be what's the word I'm trying to say? Honed is, I guess, the word I'm trying to say. You can always work out. You know what I mean? Working out your muscles is where I'm going with this. Okay, so I need to hurry up because I'm starting to lag and fall behind on the details. Or I guess I'm not falling behind on the details. I'm going too hard on the details, I guess is what I'm saying. And I don't want to spend too much time like this. I know I need to, because you guys all need the practice and the details and all that stuff, but I want to try to go fast. Let's try to hurry up and give you guys the fun stuff, you know? Okay, so let's see. Put his elbow right about there. That'll put his wrist cuffy thing right about there. And I think what I'll do is I'll just do a fist. You know, he's got his hand up because that will allow him to have the little spike thing, I guess is what this is. Kind of up, kind of like, check this out. Like, look at me now, Ma. Here it comes. I'm doing this with special computers. I'm just kidding. I know that doesn't make sense. It makes sense to two very, very special little boys. And so that's why sometimes I make jokes for them. Let's see. Okay, and he's got his little headpiece here. And I think also I'm gonna not color the face because obviously he's well, it changes several times, right? But also he's got that little got like that robotic digital display, and so I want to leave that to color. Okay. All right. I think I got enough detail in there that I can get started like that. Yeah. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so timestamp. Now I'm going to switch over to Sharpies, and so I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen for the sharper points that the fine point can't quite get. But there's a lot. Well, I mean, usually I use this for the face, but I guess I don't really. You know, I do see some places I'm going to use it real quick. I'm going to use it on these little greeblies, these little details here. To control those much better than I can with the Sharpie, because the Sharpie is great, but it's thick, and I need to control this. So anyway, let's work on the head here. So let's do the I'm going to call these the breathing apparatus, even though, I mean, is he alien? I guess because he's the visitor. So even though he's not of this earth, we'll say that. He doesn't really need to breathe, right? I mean, he's his own character, you know, so I am just calling him that. So anyway, let's see. So I want to control a few more things here. So like he's got these little side panels that come up like that. And then the rest is just the big Sharpie. It's big Sharpie territory, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I can switch over to the big Sharpie. I'm just going to do this just to try to stand out with thick versus thin. Contrasting line widths is what I'm trying to say. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. So, again, we're not going to worry about that head, so we're just going to go straight in with the details. So, I'm going to draw his chin to his jaw, I guess, like that, and then basically the face. I'm just going to come up here, come around, go underneath the things I put in there, like that. And so, see what I mean? Thick versus thin? I'm just trying different stuff, you know? That's really what it comes down to. Ooh, I'm going to try something here, right here. He's got his little earpieces that I'm going to just do like this. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and watch what we're going to do. So there are like these rings, but we're going to go with the sharper Sharpie and do this. Just a thinner like a ring around it, like that. So not quite just one line thin, but not quite as fat as the rest of this, you know? So I like the way that looks. All right, so now we're going to draw the rest of his head. And I'm just going to bring it back around the top of his dome, you know? So I'm going to come around here like this and come to the top, connect it on the other side, and come down like that. And that's his head. So now we can build onto the rest of his stuff, and he's got that little breathing apparatus. Well, I keep saying breathing apparatus like he's... Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going into this way too much. So we're going to draw this little piece that's got a vent on it right here. This is in front, so that's why I'm drawing it first. Okay, and there's an empty spot over here, and then a tube that runs off here. And what I'm going to do for the tube So I'm just going to kind of vent it like the vent it. I'm going to ribbit like that. Ribbit. Like I'm a frog. Ribbit. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to rib. The technique is called ribbing. And this technique is what I'm adding to it. I'm ribbing it. So I'm going to rib it. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I think it's kind of fun to add, again, the contrasting lines. So I'm going to do it and follow the curve. And see how now I'm doing the opposite? That's what guides it and makes it look like it's flowing with the curve. Again, inking techniques you just got to pay attention to and can kind of make this your own and make it fun. Okay, so he's got, let's see, a chest piece here. Something like that. And again, I'm going to come back here with this thinner Sharpie and add just the tiniest little detail like this and like that. And again, I just want to throw that in real fast because I can't control that. I can't do that with the big Sharpie, and it just looks better. Again, contrasting thick versus thin. Okay, so now I can draw the rest of his chest armor here like this. Come down, it's going to go around to the side back here. Do the same thing over here, but this one's kind of over just a little bit. So this is a little covered up by it. So I'm just going to come in here like this and come down. See, that way it's like tilted just slightly to the side, so it's not right in the center, it's over a little bit because his whole body is turned like that. Just ever so slightly. Little things like that is going to make your stuff stand out, and so that's why it helps to learn anatomy and to learn drawing. Okay, so same thing, we're just going to draw his shoulders over here like that, just kind of tilt it over just a little bit. Kind of tilt these towers. Ha 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 ha! Get it? Get it? Throwing in some Fortnite jokes. Okay, and so I'm gonna put his collar like this, and the other piece to it like that. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to continue with his chest armor. Okay, so I'm going to draw the back of it like this, down to the side, and it does have a breastplate, so let's do that with a smaller Sharpie, just to, again, thick versus thin, just to make it stand out, like this. Okay, and let's see, and so then we can draw the inside now. So I'm going to come down here, draw it like that, and just connect it to the side there. And so there's another level to it. It is 3D-ish. So I'm just going to kind of do something like that, just to make it, stand out, make it look cool. All right. So now let's go ahead and draw this arm since we're here. So there is. Let's draw that line real quick. Let's just give you something. There is this. And then there's two silver lines here, but again, I'm going to color that. I just like doing that because it looks cool. All right, so let's draw his arm up. So I'm going to draw this first because that's in front of the top of his arm. So the forearm is first, basically. So let's see, we're going to draw the little piece that holds this piece like that. And draw that point, the little stabby thing. Like that. That's connected to his wrist, which is, there's the wrist piece going around like that, and then it's pretty simple. It just comes down here like this, and we're going to go around and draw a bigger one like that, and that's his forearm basically. So we're going to get away with drawing less on the hand by drawing the knuckles up like this, or the back of the hand in a fist like that, and that's all we got to do. See? Well, there is that little piece that's on the back of his hand like that. All right, so pretty easy. So now we just got to draw the elbow, come up here to the arm, and he's got a shoulder piece and another shoulder piece. I guess that's the best way to describe it. This one comes under like that, and so see, there's not much else we got to do because it's all covered up. But you know me, I like to draw my creases and folds. So I'm just kind of doing something like that, just to show that it's all bent up, you know. All right. So let's draw this other arm here, since we're already here. So basically, there's not a lot we got to do here. He does have some kind of like armband, but it's black, so you can't really see it. So I'm just going to basically do that, and that'll take care of the arm piece. So now I'm just going to draw that piece over here, and again, you can't really see much because that is behind that. So yeah, there you go. So now we're just going to draw his arm, and it's basically that arm but without that thing. So all we got to do is draw to the glove, I guess is what that is, like that, then draw down to it to the next level, which is like that. Pretty simple, right? So now we're just going to draw the hand, and he does have that glove piece, that hand piece. So we're going to put that on top, draw his thumb like this, then draw his fingers like that, draw his middle finger out just a little bit thicker, another finger, and a pinky, like that, and that's it. We're done with that. I'm going to add just some creases and folds to his elbow, because you know I like doing that. Something like that, just so super simple, but it makes it come alive, you know. It makes it be real, you know. So now let's draw his belt and his I guess his packs, his what do you call it, these little canisters, I guess is what it is. So I'm going to draw his belt right here, that, and he does have a little design, which again I'm going to come back with this thinner Sharpie, just to draw it like that and make it stand out. See, it looks a little better. I don't know why I keep trying to convince you of this. I guess I'm just trying to convince you to trust me. Okay, so we're going to draw his little soda cans here. I know they're not soda cans, but that's just what I think of right now. I guess I'm thirsty. All right, he's got a pack that we're going to draw like this. And there you go, and connect his belt, might as well. And he does have straps that hold it on, like this. Alright, and so on the other side, he's got, again, more packs. So all we got to do, extend the belt, draw packs like this. And we could probably do one more if we can fit it in. If you can't, no big deal. Alright, and that's all I got to do for his stomach. Now he does have like a ribbed feature in there from the material, but I'm going to do that with color. I'm not going to worry about it now. I am going to add my creases and folds just to make it fun. Alright, so now we just got to draw his legs, and that's going to be pretty easy. He's got like a belt going across, so I'm going to kind of draw it up like that, because his leg is up, so it's raised a little bit, and there is some kind of little a little thing. That's the best way I can say it. It's like an adjustment piece is what that is. So that's why I put that on there. So now I'm just going to draw his pants and legs. And so there's his booty to his leg, and he's got like little flared out pants like that above his like knee pads. I guess that's the best way to say it. I'll go ahead and draw those in. And they do have like a flared little line across like that, okay? So again, I'm just going to come out here, flare it just a little bit. Why did I call those flare lines? That's not what those are. Sorry, little seam lines. That's a flare, where it comes out. That's flaring. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw his leg up to his crotch, and I'll draw a little bit of bends and folds right there in a second. But I just wanted to draw it up, and we'll draw the legs at the same time. So we're just going to put a pause in it right there until we get there, okay? And I'll draw this line just so you know where we are. And look, that comes out a little bit further, and I'll explain why in a second. So anyway, so I'm going to draw his other leg. I'll bent over because he's kind of crouching is what it is. And so I'm going to draw his little thing that the knee pad. Why did I can't remember those words. What was the other one I forgot? Oh well, I already forgot it, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw the back of his leg, so his booty's back there, And so his leg's going to come out like this, bend a little bit, and come out like that. All right, so now that I did that, I'm going to add a few little lines, little seam right there, and some crease lines like that, like this, and like that. And again, it's just because his pants are bent. That's why I'm doing stuff like that, you know, and it's fun to do. Like I said, it makes it come alive. So now I got to draw his boots. And so what that line is he's got this little piece that comes out like this. And that's what this is. This little piece, but it's in front, so you can't really see it as well, okay? So now we just got to draw his boots. And so I'm going to draw this first. He's got like this little ankle piece that kind of comes out above the boot, and that's why I wanted to draw it first, so I can draw this behind it like that. And then when I draw like his ankle like this, it's back behind it. Okay, so let's draw a few more little details real quick. Like this comes down, and then this comes across like that. That's going to come down and go across like that too. Again, we'll take care of the rest with color, but I just want to finish up his shoes real fast to get you going. So there's his heel to his foot, like that. And I'm going to draw his little, he's got like a spiky toe, little thing like this. A spiky toe. Sorry, if you're Spanish, we tend to make cute things itos. Mousito, you know, taquito, things like that. So his steel toe is just, you know, like a toito, I guess is the best way I can say it. I don't know, I'm just being silly. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to keep going with this leg and finish it up here. So it's going to come down like this to that front piece, like that. But we're at a front view, so it's not as predominant. So I can do like that. And again, I'm just going to come down like this. And it goes to the side there. And then I'm just going to draw the front of his toe, the front of his foot, that he's all, you know, there's his heel to the front toe to his spiky toe. All right, spiky toe way, like that. Okay, so just a few more little folds real fast just to make me happy. Just something like that. And little like that to show his fold, because he's got that flare toe, or that flare in his pants. Okay, little bit of creases and folds there. Something like that. Just to make it folded and bent. Okay. All right, well, let's take care of the rest with color. So that is the visitor. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.